Today we're going to be working on the tuners for this thing, for this Parlor guitar. But before I start putting the tuners on, I'm going to have to go back through these holes and make sure they're the right size. After putting about 12 coats of lacquer on here, the holes are a little too small now. So I'm going to have to take a drill and go back through these, make sure they're the right size. Here we go. I've got two different types of tuners that I can use on this. I've got these which, I can't even remember the name of these, but I think they're Grovers also. They've got these new type of material for the buttons. These are for a steel string because these are steel. If they were for a classical, then that would be some kind of hardened plastic over steel. But these are made for steel string, but they're also made for a slotted peg head. So I haven't decided if I'm going to use these or these Grovers I bought. Now I went to a guitar show and I was looking at some Parlor guitars, and I saw this replica guitar, some kind of anniversary issue or something from Martin, and it was a Parlor guitar made by Martin, to replicate an old style, and it had these kind of tuners on it. And these tuners, they have a much different look, and I'm kind of going towards these. These are Grovers, and they've got a brass gear, and I guess these are stainless steel. Maybe they're chrome. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I bought these, and I also bought these, and I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use. These, to me, these look cheap, although they weren't cheap, but they just look cheap to me. Yeah, they're real attractive. They got some nice detail to them with the black gear and everything, and the Ivan rod, whatever it is, buttons, cream colored. Yeah, it looks real nice. It kind of matches the binding on the headstock, and the gold looks kind of nice, but I'm not leaning this way. I'm leaning towards these Grovers here. Anyway, I've got two different kinds of drill bits here that I'm going to use. This is a standard drill bit, and it's real good to go through these holes in the beginning, just to make sure that they're the right size. But it's not real good for the internal hole on the slot, because it doesn't make a flat bottom. It's got a point to it, like a V almost, and so it's not real good for that. These are standard drill bits. But I've also got these other drill bits that have like a flush cut bottom. Problem with these drill bits is that they're not real good to go back through these holes and make sure they're the right size. What's going to happen is that outside edge is going to go up against this lacquer and try to pull that lacquer away from the wood. So I'm going to have to use this bit first to kind of make sure the lacquer's not getting any kind of lifting or whatnot. I could sand it with sandpaper, with a little bitty piece of wood dowel, and whatever, and keep that from harming the lacquer. But I'm just going to use this one first, just to make sure that I'm not messing with the lacquer, and then I'll come back with this one to make sure that that internal hole is nice and flat, deep enough. So And I'm going to do it by hand because I don't want to put a power tool on this. So don't want to put power tool on this thing. You know, even this drill bit's not real good for this. It sticks right on that lacquer. I should probably use like a X-Acto knife or something and clean up the edge of that lacquer off the edge of the hole, because it just doesn't work real well. It depends on how nice you want it to be. I mean, you can just grab a damn electric drill and just go to town if that's what you want to do. But that's not what I want to do. So I was measuring these here, and they're 247, 249, 247. Actually, they're supposed to be 1/4 of an inch. This drill bit is 245, but it's supposed to be 250. And this is 247. So this next size is 252. So $255, $254, $255, $54. Crazy. And this is 247. And this is 248, 46. So I'm not sure. So here we are, we're going to have to make a decision. This is how it looks with the regular slotted neck tuners, you know, for a steel string. And then this is how it looks with the open gears. And I kind of like these. They look a little more refined, have a little more character to them. I think they look really nice. When I look at this, it looks okay. I mean, you know, it looks cheap. I don't like it. I may never use these. I might have those for the rest of my life. I can't see myself using them on any guitar. Never should have bought them. But I'm real happy with these. They look really nice. So I think that's my choice right there. More later. I'm drilling down about 175 thousandths, which is, I measured this slot, it's about 300 and, just a little over 300 thousandths, 325, something like that. And the screw is about 200 thousandths. Or maybe a hair more. And so I'm going down about 175. And hopefully that'll be enough. If not, I can always go in a little further when I do that first screw. If it doesn't seem like enough, then I'll take it back out and I'll go into these holes a little deeper. But you just don't want to go too far, because then you lose all the grip and come out the other side. So I don't want to do that. Well, here they are. They all feel real good. So start working on the other side. There we are. So Grovers, slotted headstock, steel string, Grovers, open gears. Look real good. So we're moving along. Just about ready to hook the neck up to the body. I started shaping the nut a couple of days ago. I just got it kind of, as you know, the nut started out. So it was just a standard block when I got it. And what I've done so far is I've just cut it to the proper length to fit the fretboard, and I use the half pencil to mark the radius of the first fret on the front side of it. But I need to sand it down a little bit further. I'm about a 1/16 of an inch from the line. I need to go down to maybe a 32nd. And I mark the location of the strings, just temporary. So, using a Stumac gauge. I'm not going to go any further yet. but it looks pretty good. The location and everything is just right, the angle. What I want to do is I want to bring it, the action on the first fret, the bottom of the sixth string, I want it to be about 20 thousandths. Which I guess is medium action. It can be a little lower, but not sure if I want to go any lower than that. So here we are.